The Columbia River Knife and Tool Razel. This is a really unique design made for utility purposes. And it is a design by John Graham out of Tennessee. Just an excellent knife designer. And when he first made this, it was a fixed blade only. And because this is such a great utility knife, just for craftsmen or hobbyists, there was a real call for making this a folder. Part of that is because you can easily pull this out with one hand, and then you can do your task, take it, put it away, and without looking, you can just tuck it away with your in your pants pocket or your apron or wherever without even having to look. And very handy, of course, as well. But this is a new design, and of course, the first thing you're going to see is this chisel point that comes down, and that really makes an exceptional tool, a cutting tool. And we're going to take a look at all the different features, but this is a really neat looking knife for utility, for the craftsman, for the hobbyist, and not really a self-defense knife, but really something that could be used with a multitude of tasks. Now we'll take a look at the blade itself, and it's a 3 1/8 inch blade here, and then right here it's a 1 1/4 inch chisel blade. It is ground toward the top, but this is not sharpened. And I want you to look at the spine itself. The spine is 1/8 of an inch, and for this size knife, that's really incredible, the thickness of this spine. Half ground, as you can see, bringing it down. The plain edge right here is slightly curved, and then you have this aggressive, very aggressive serrations, and this is called the VEF, or VEFF, and it's one of the most aggressive and just great cutting for webbing or rope or a hose, whatever you want to use to cut this with. So it's really a beautiful knife in itself. The handles are micarta, and it is of course a black with a gray swirl in it. Very comfortable, very smooth. You can see the notches here to give you a little more purchase on the knife. It does have 2 finger grooves here to be able to get a hold of it. It does have a liner lock here, and then once you engage the liner lock, there is a rear lock on the back, and this is a locks system. It's a LAWK, which is patented a lock system by Columbia River Knife and Tool. One of the things I'm going to warn you about, though, and just one of the only things that I've seen that I have a little concern about this knife, is you've really got to have a solid lockup, because if you're not careful, this liner lock, especially when I first got it, it would not hold the knife as well. And if it's not holding it, it can come down. And the one thing about it is, if this is not engaged, then even this lock system in the back won't engage. So you need to make sure, and I think once you work it in, it's going to be fine. It does feature a really nice pocket clip. As you can see right here, it is a subdued color. It is a black color. But then there is a separate stainless steel clip that rides on the other side. So you have 2 different modes of carry. Either one of these are removable. So you can have it with or without the clips. Okay, right here on the blade, of course, is a nice amount of jimping. And it really allows you to be able to grab hold. Of course, you can automatically set that separate safety on, and then you have it really secure and solid. The thumb studs are very aggressive, and they are knurled. Really easy to pull this into place. It is on both sides. A very quick opening knife. This is a high quality stainless steel. It's an 8CR13 MOV. I haven't, of course, used this. I've pulled it out. I'm really reviewing it as far as the way it looks and a lot of the features. But as far as field testing, I have not done any field testing yet to see how this holds up. So we'll see about that in the coming weeks. So far, the quality is really there. The fit and finish is very nice. There is no movement at all from the tip. It is a really strong, secure design. Now, as you can see, the liners, they are open, so it's really easy to clean. And of course, this being a utility knife, that is very important. Not having grime and things that can get down in here and that can get into your locking system to bind this up. And that's one thing you definitely want to consider and be careful of. The micarta handles are very beautiful. And I really like micarta. It's pretty much impervious to the elements. Of course, with this stainless steel as well, this would be an excellent knife to have in the field, to use for tooling, or just around the shop. The stainless is a satin finish, which is excellent for the purpose that this is intended, which is of course utility. Just a very pleasant knife to hold, very well balanced, and it really feels good in the hand. In fact, Columbia River has stated that this is one of the most comfortable knives that they produce. Now, even the liner lock itself has small little grooves in there to be able to get your hand on those grooves. See the small cuts right here. There's been a lot of detail put into this knife and a lot of design ideas and features. It can be adjusted. The blade tightness can be adjusted here. This is not ambidextrous as far as the clips. They can't be switched from side to side. They're pretty much fixed. Of course, we have the Columbia River Knife and Tool logo. A good friend of mine and I were at Going Gear last week, and when he bought this knife, he just handed it to me. He said, "Don, why don't you do a review on this knife?" So I just want to thank my buddy Kent for allowing me to do the review. You can get them at Going Gear, as I've stated. I think they're about $59.99, and of course you get a 10% discount using the Such coupon code, which Kent did use. It's just an excellent way to get it. Plus, any orders over $49.99, you get free shipping. So just an excellent knife, very high quality, and one that I would highly recommend for a utility purpose knife. And we all know the quality of Columbia River Knife and Tool. Excellent company. And for those of you who are interested, I will be reviewing this little stubby Razel, also by Columbia River Knife and Tool. It's the little brother to the folding Razel, and a really cool design. I will have the link below in the description and an annotation for you to go straight to the video. And as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more fun gun reviews and sensible survival. God bless America. Long live the Republic. Okay guys, I know you're going to comment on my stuffiness in my hoarse throat. Yes, I do have a cold, but you can't really get any germs through the camera, so I thought that was pretty safe. Rock on, baby.